The biggest pro for me about this shoe is the midsole. Obviously it's been updated and it is now a lot bouncier. Good morning, welcome back to another video. So today I'm not in running clothes. Feels a little bit strange, I'm not gonna lie. Only occasionally do I go to the back of my wardrobe to get normal clothes. But yeah, anyway, me and my little sister are off to London today. It's actually her 20th birthday today. And we're off to the Asics store on Oxford Street. Originally I was invited to go and try the new gel Nimbus shoe from Asics, the 24 I believe, and I said I can't make it unfortunately because it was this one's birthday. But yeah, we came up with a good idea for the two of us to go down there today, so we're both going to be trying out the shoes. Ellie has only just recently got into running. She ran her first 10k. How did that go?
It was good. I did it in 55 minutes.
Yeah, that's really good.
About 7 minutes quicker than my last one.
That's brilliant. Yeah, so she's fairly new to the running and I've been running for about 2 or 3 years. I think my first pair of running shoes was actually the gel Nimbus, so I'm excited to see how we get on with that. We're just going to head down to London now. We've got our tickets. Yeah, it should be a nice day out. Just on our way to Asics after some lunch. We had Ask Italian. Yeah, I couldn't decide between pizza and pasta, so I had both. We also went to Joe and Juice. I've not been there before. I think they got our order slightly wrong because Ellie's drink definitely had ginger in it, so we had to swap. But yeah, really excited to be going along to this Asics event tonight. It's great that I could bring Ellie along as well. We're both going to be trying the new gel Nimbus 24. Which I'm really excited to try. Apparently they've got some new features, and the main one that I'm most interested in is the new midsole, the FF Blast Plus I believe it's called, which is the same they use in the Nova Blast. So it should give the shoe a little bit more of a poppy, more responsive ride. That's what I'm hoping anyway, but I'll give you my thoughts and first impressions when we get down there. But we're about a 2-minute walk away, and then we're going to get kitted out in all things Asics and go for a lovely 5k run while the sun sets around London, which will be lovely. So I think I'm in the right place. I managed to find the Asics store down here on Oxford Street. Just a bit of a disclaimer, not being paid at all to make this video, they've just invited me along. We are going to get a pair of shoes for free, but all my thoughts and opinions will be my own, just like they always are on the channel. But yeah, I've been told if you come down to the Oxford Street store, the Asics store that is, and you can try the gel Nimbus 24 for free in store, and also for a limited time only you get a free Asics gift. So we've just arrived at the store. I think they're all setting up in that little conference room, but we're just having a look around the store. Some standout items were definitely this running jacket here. It's really, really nice, and I'm quite a fan of this blue and black running vest as well. That looks really nice. So I've just been handed this big bag. It's got my name written on it with some kit in it. Do a little bit of a unboxing here in the changing room. So these are the gel Nimbus 24s in their campaign colourway. So the nice blue colourway there. Hopefully they're my size. Let me just check. Yep, size 8, they should fit nicely. Got a plain black running jacket by the look of things. That looks really nice. Bright yellow or green Asics running top there as well. Nice and reflective as it gets a bit darker here. And in here we've got some leggings or running trousers, whatever you want to call them. They look really nice as well. Right, let me just get changed and let you know my first impressions. How far are you going? There you go, Ellie doing a sprint test. How was it?
Good.
And
They're
back?
so bouncy.
They are really bouncy, aren't they? Meow. Rapid. So we're about a kilometre into the run. Shoes are feeling really good, nice and springy, very soft. I think it's mainly due to the insole in the shoe. It's really soft. We're getting some individual shots here with a photographer, so it's definitely more of an influencer type run. Stop start, but yeah, we're having fun. Shoes are feeling good. Yeah, enjoying the run so far. I'm here with Marcus Runs. How are you finding the shoes?
Yeah, feeling really good, feeling really soft and responsive. I know they're kind of like an easy shoe, but like they've obviously been touted for running sort of longer distances. But
Yeah.
we're doing a nice, easy 5k, so it feels perfect.
Have you tried the Asics Nova Blast before?
No.
So I tried them out earlier this year,
Yeah.
and these actually have the same midsole. So yeah, they're nice and bouncy. If you like the Asics Nova Blast, then these might be a really good easy day option. Yeah, it's lovely out here this evening.
Do they use the same midsole like in like the Meta Skies and stuff like that?
I think it's slightly different.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
have to check that, but yeah, he's feeling good.
Yeah, feeling good, man.
So we're just back from our 5k run. Lovely route around Hyde Park. I'm so jealous of everyone who gets to live in London and run around lovely routes like that. The only route I get when it starts getting dark is a 2.5 kilometre loop around the block. Just about to do a bit of a stretch sesh before we have some food. But yeah, really nice run, and the shoes are feeling great. So I'm back from London and ready to give you some specifications as well as my first impressions on this shoe. We took it for a 5k run around Hyde Park, absolutely lovely area. So I thought I'd share with you some pros and cons. But before I do that, let's talk a little bit about the features and specifications of this shoe. So this is the men's model. It has a 10mm drop from heel to toe. In the women's, it has 13. For a men's size 9, it comes in at 290 grams, which is 10 grams lighter than the predecessor, which is a good thing. It's good to see Asics moving to make their shoes lighter. I wouldn't say this falls into the light category though. For me, I would say it's more of a medium weight shoe, not heavy but not light, if that makes sense. Some other key features for this shoe is the FF Blast midsole. Yeah, the predecessor, the 23, didn't have this midsole, and as a result, this shoe is a lot more bouncy. In fact, Asics say it's 60% bouncier than, or more responsive than the predecessor. So it's great, makes for a much more enjoyable ride for those easy miles. The shoe still has the gel that the gel Nimbus is famous for, and it's a neutral running shoe. But I will say it has some stability elements and characteristics to it, such as this little plastic trussic is what Asics call it. I looked on their website. It just offers a bit of support through the foot strike to stop any rotation. And yeah, I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a minute. And finally, the other feature to mention is this outsole. It's called AHAR, so A-H-A-R, Asics High Abrasion Rubber. So it makes for a very durable shoe, and just like all Asics shoes, you know this one's going to go the distance. Yeah, it's not going to wear down in these high impact areas because of that more durable rubber that Asics have put on there. So that's a really good sign. And the big pros for me is that step-in comfort. It has a 3D space construction upper, so basically what that means is it's got like a sock-like upper that conforms to your foot, and it has a really good step-in comfortable feel, and that's also helped by this insole that they've got, Ortholite insole. It just makes for a really soft step in, which gives the shoe a great comfort factor straight from the box. The biggest pro for me about this shoe is the midsole. Obviously it's been updated and it is now a lot bouncier. Just makes for a much more enjoyable ride, and sometimes on your easy runs you need that extra motivation to get out the door, and yeah, a nice bouncy ride will give you that. So yeah, really like the midsole, much more bouncy, the same as the Nova Blast as I said. So yeah, well done to Asics for putting that into their daily trainer. Yeah, makes it a lot more enjoyable. Third pro, if you like, is this AHA rubber. Yeah, it's just going to make for a really durable shoe, and I can see myself putting around 500 miles in this shoe. That's just for me personally. I don't think I'll have any issues taking it to that sort of distance. And my final pro for this shoe is the sort of sock-like construction to the upper. You get a really good lockdown, it fits nicely on your foot, and yeah, it again adds to that comfort factor. So yeah, overall a really good mileage shoe. I'm personally going to use it for my easy days. You can go a little bit quicker in it if you need to, so say at the end of a long run, if you want to do a few miles maybe at marathon pace, you can do it in this shoe. However, I would recommend maybe looking at some other shoes, not only from Asics but other brands, because I think there's some better ones out there basically for your tempo work. But for your easy day shoe, this will be great. And that's how I'm going to use it moving forward. Finally, some cons about this Asics Gel Nimbus 24. The first one for me is the price point. Now obviously we picked this shoe up as a gifted sort of deal with Asics. They gave it to me for free for the purpose of this review, but as I said, all opinions are my own, and I think 165, which is the retail price for this shoe, is a little bit on the expensive side. The Gel Nimbus 23 was £155. So ideally I would like to see Asics keep the price the same, but I understand with obviously the improvements to the midsole and upper and other little changes they've made, and probably made it a little bit more expensive to produce. But yeah, I personally would have preferred to see it, even if they could have brought that price down a little bit to maybe 140, especially for a daily trainer shoe. That's where I'd like to have seen the price point for this shoe. So I'd say it's a little bit on the expensive side, but then on the other hand it is very durable, so your sort of pound per mile, if you like, is going to be relatively good in this shoe, providing you get a lot of miles in it. Another sort of con, if you like, to this shoe was the sock-like upper. It was very comfortable, but because it's sort of a double mesh upper, it did make it for a little bit of a warm ride. So if you're somebody who gets hot feet when you're running and that bothers you, then maybe this shoe isn't for you. It's just something I noticed when I was out on my run. My foot was getting a little bit on the warm side, and that's something my sister noticed as well, so I just thought I'd add that in there. And my final con for this shoe was actually this Trussic here from Asics. So it's basically a small piece of plastic in the midfoot of this shoe on the medial side, which basically, yeah, stops the shoe from rotating through your foot strike. So it adds a little bit of stability if you're somebody who slightly overpronates or supinates basically, so your foot lands either like that or like that when you're running, but you primarily run in neutral running shoes, you don't need a real support shoe, then it will be good for you. But I just found, for me personally, as a neutral runner, I was just feeling a little bit of a hot spot in the arch of my foot, I think it's due to that sort of harder rubber, harder plastic, sorry, in the midsole. Something I'll keep an eye on, probably as I break this shoe in more, that will ease, that will go away. But yeah, just wanted to again give you some honest feedback on this Asics Gel Nimbus 24. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more running related shoe content. Let me know in the comments what other shoes would you like me to review on the channel. Maybe some more Asics shoes or other brands. Yeah, leave a comment down below and I'll have a look at them and maybe get some of them in for review over the next few months. But yeah, thanks for watching. As always, aspire to run, run to inspire. Thank you to Asics and the team for having me and my sister down. We had a really good day for her birthday. But yeah, we'll see you again soon. Bye bye.